everybody. This is another episode of Faking Culture. We got Mike here with us. Chef Jeff is here in the background. You can't really see him, but you can hear him. Whoop, whoop. There he is. We're going to do a very special episode this time. It's kind of a, well, we say that every episode, but this one's very special too because Pico here, if you don't know, he just got married. So he just got through blowing all his wad on rings and a nice little ceremony we had not too long ago.
It was fun.
All right, so today's episode is going to be how to make a pretty decent meal for less than $20, where you can feed, what, 4 people?
4 people.
Yeah, at least 4 people, $20. Anybody can do it, simple and easy. Mine's a little easier than yours, but
Always.
now you're going to run us into what we got.
Right, so I'm going to do, I guess we'll just call it smothered chicken. We got chicken, onion, mushroom, cheese, which was buy one, get one for under 20. The butter, which I didn't need to buy, but it was buy one, get one, so let's buy that anyway.
Nice.
Olive oil and just some rice.
And are we using chicken breast, boneless, skinless?
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, and we'll get to all the slicing and dicing here in a minute. So what do you have for us, Rob?
I went a very simple route. I'm going to do kind of a spin. When I was younger, a friend of mine's mother used to make what she called Bunker Hill chili. And basically it was Bunker Hill chili in a can over spaghetti noodles. It's actually pretty tasty and it's very simple and easy to make. But we're going to do a variant of that. We did not have Bunker Hill chili at the Publix today. We looked. They didn't have it. So we went a little Cincinnati route with the Skyline chili. We're going to have this as opposed to our Bunker Hill chili. So we're going to have this a Skyline City-esque type spaghetti and chili type recipe. I decided I had a lot of more room left in my budget. So we're going to do a little bit of an hors d'oeuvre. Crab with a K especially. You've got your crab meat, basically just your basic imitation crab. You need a block of cream cheese. You want to let that sit out and soften. You'll see why in a minute. Throw a cocktail sauce and your Ritz crackers. Along with this, we're going to have our crab dip hors d'oeuvre with our Cincinnati Skyline chili main dish. We're going to get started. Mike, you going to lead us into how to prepare your meal?
Yep.
That sounds great. Should we redo that with more than a yep?
Well, I think that was the pause. I'm just like, yep.
So now that you know what I'm going to be making, Mike's going to go ahead and do his prep first. Mike, we're going to get set up.
I got a lot more prep to do, so I'm going to go ahead and prep this up, and then we'll show you how to put it all together.
Sounds great. Yep.
Yep. All right, so we're going to go ahead with some prep here. I'm going to slice my onions, slice my mushrooms, clean the chicken up, and then I'll show you how I put it all together.
While he's doing that, I'm going to basically just be boiling my noodles in the background just to get that out of the way. You guys know how to boil noodles, so you don't need to see that. But what I will tell you is I'm using a combination of both penny noodles, and I don't even know how to say that. Do you know how to say that?
Well, first off, that's penne.
Or penne, sorry.
Okay.
Penne. So I don't know how to say either one of them. Jeff, do you know, what does that say? Let me get it closer. I don't think you get it.
Farfalle.
Far from grooving, what?
I've never heard of
it.
Farfalle?
Okay, looks good.
So half and half of these is going to be what I comprise my dish with. We're going to get back to his prep.
It's cheap and still classy.
That's right. And we'll go from there.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm just cleaning the chicken to look like this one. We're getting all the crap off of it that you don't want. Nobody wants to eat the gristle and the fat and everything. And then I'm going to pound it out a little bit and season it up. You can use whatever seasonings you use at home. I'm using different ones. But then we can put it in the oven.
I think I see a little, what is this, Montreal chicken seasoning we're going to be using today?
Use some of that. My
Garlic
favorite,
powder?
little garlic powder. My favorite right here is this Everglades fish and chicken. And of course, black pepper.
You can't go wrong with black pepper.
Goes on everything.
Right?
So some people use a hammer. Just go like this. Go ahead, say it.
Eat your meat.
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
I thought you looked like Wes for a second.
What was that? Let's go into that.
Use your strong hand.
I'm going to slice these in half. This is how we're going to get 4 servings out of this because these breasts are huge. So,
How we like them.
see the hat? These are all good portion sizes right here. And once you add the rice to it, She does. The trick is to trick them into thinking centimeters or inches.
Oh.
Oh yeah. You can take that one.
Just, for context here, this is coming from the guy with the biggest truck out front, so.
I actually haul something.
An ego?
Not compensating.
Yeah, I haul an ego around. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub a little olive oil on these, put them in the pan, season it up. I got the oven already preheated to 385. I'm going to cook them for 25 minutes total. But I'm going to put them in for 10 minutes first to get them pre-cooked. Then I'm going to add the vegetables on top, cook it for another 15 minutes, pull it out, turn the oven off, add the cheese, and just stick it back in to melt the cheese.
So it's kind of more like a casserole, chicken, mushroom, onion.
It's just a smothered
It's
and
cheap.
covered. Yeah. Cheap
Chicken.
way to trailer park cuisine.
I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, well, when you see us here in a second, we're going to have our ingredients together, and we're going to get to actually cooking it. This is where you say yep.
Yep.
Perfect.
Alright, so we got our chicken all seasoned up. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the oven. Like I said, it goes anywhere from 375 to 400, about 25 minutes total, depending on the thickness of chicken. So I went with 385.
All right, now it's time for me to make my hors d'oeuvre, I guess you could say. Very simple. You need your fake crab meat, we've already discussed before. Softened cream cheese, we're going to start with that. We're going to have to dice up the crab meat here in just a second. But we're going to go ahead and spread our cream cheese. Basically what you're going to do, what's the basically count, Jeff?
Basically, it's up to like 7.
7? All right. Those are rookie numbers. We're going to need to pump those up.
We'll count my uhs. There's
Right.
probably about 10 of those.
I've let this sit out so it can soften. Kind of like how he is. Well, you're married now. But, very easy. You're going to open this up. What you want to do is plop it right in the middle of the plate. Just like that.
Perfect.
Then you're just going to spread it. You want to kind of stay in this center line right here. Because that center line is going to be the foundation and the base of this ultra creamy, very crabby with a K, crab dip. So kind of just go around the edges like this.
He's been crabby all day, by the way.
I have been. You try hanging out with these two fucks for as long as we do. I'm telling you.
He's even crabby at the chick selling cigarettes today because the card reader didn't work.
I was crabby at the card reader, not the cashier. There's a difference. It's just, I don't know why they can't just make all of them the same.
All right, you're getting off topic.
But we're going to spread this out. It kind of looks like vanilla icing, like on a cake. You can go a little overboard on the edges. You don't have to get too precise, but you want to try to get an even base across the bottom. And then once we do this, we're going to switch now to our cutting board. And we're going to chop up our crab with the K. So that, Mike, if you can hold that for me, please, sir.
I'll keep an eye on this.
In the meantime, I found something in the freezer that I need to get rid of before it expires. Sir, would you like to do the honors?
How many sips of this have you had?
Today?
Ever?
Oh, 3 actually. Yeah. There's. We have a lot of company, and my roommate really likes apple cinnamon, whatever this is. Just kidding. Not really.
Not kidding.
Are you?
That's tasty.
Not bad.
We should have done a little reduction with that. A little deglaze.
We can reduce it by the end of the show.
Right. All right. Crab meat. It's easy open. Look
Yeah,
at
you
that.
can just open that. You don't have to cut
I
it.
probably can't. I can't see it. There we go. All right. We're gonna get this out. You just want to you want it shredded. A chopper is actually best, but I don't have a chopper, so we're just gonna get it all out, and we're gonna just chop it ourselves the old-fashioned way. You don't have to worry about separating it.
Here,
We're
let
just
me
gonna
help.
chop it. Thank you, sir. Watch your finger.
Don't cut my finger.
It is recommended to get a chopper though, because this is rather tiresome and boring. Get it off the knife, just keep chopping. I think that's good enough for now. once you get your crab meat diced up, then at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to line the edge of the plate with our Ritz crackers, because that's going to be the piece that resist. I don't even know how to say that, but it's
Resistance.
going to be that. We're going to get rid of that stuff there.
Oh, look at
Now
that.
it's time to pull out your Ritz crackers,
Time for me to pull out my chicken.
and it's time for our chicken. So we're going to pull that out, and we'll be right back.
All right, so now we're going to pull the chicken out, and I'm going to add the vegetables to it. I'm going to use this brand new oven mitt Rob got for me because I burnt the crap
You
out
know,
of
they say
myself.
learn from your mistakes.
Well, it was his mitt, and it had a hole in the thumb.
I don't have homeowner's insurance, so I didn't want him to like severely burn himself. So it was a cheaper option.
All right, so what we're going to do is just going to strategically place our onions and mushrooms all over the top of this. We're going to give it about 15 minutes to cook inside there.
Strategically.
Strategically. Well, you want a little bit of onion, a little bit of mushroom in every bite.
That you do.
I cut these a little bit thicker. I don't know if you can see this, but
That's
Comes out
because
nice and
that's
crispy.
you use the metric system instead of the.
the metric, that's correct.
Yeah, remember?
Now we'll put some mushrooms on top of that. And when I'm done covering it, I'm just going to throw everything in the bottom because you can scoop it up with your spoon afterwards and just eat it. It'll be stuck together with the cheese. It'll be wonderful.
Oh, yeah, and it'll still steam and everything in the oven, give it a nice little aroma.
Everything will cook in the bottom. He's Drake.
Oh, here's a kiss.
Alright, so see all the rest of this stuff that's left over? I'm just going to kind of throw it in the bottom. Because again, the cheese will run off. And then you can scoop it and you can put it right on top of your chicken afterwards. So I'm going to set that timer again to interrupt Rob in his next part of his presentation. This is going to go in for 15 more minutes.
15. Back to our regularly scheduled program. I'm going to finish making my hors d'oeuvre of my crab meat with a what?
With the cake?
With a K. I mean, you know, it's very simple. Cream cheese is spread. We're going to take our Ritz crackers. And for presentation purposes, you're going to line the edge of the plate just like this. You'll see. And
So
make
do
it
you
look
keep
beautiful.
extra crackers left over for after they're grabbed? You
Oh,
just
you'll
kind of
see.
bring the
You'll
extra
see,
sleeve?
sir. You'll see. So crackers are in. Now we're gonna get our cocktail sauce. I don't even know what brand this is. Bookbinders.
Never heard of it?
That makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, I like to read a lot about cocktail sauce.
I mean, I'm always reading books when I'm eating cocktail shrimp.
Right? Exactly. So we're gonna just spread this on top of the cream cheese now. Just like so. For you Italian guys out there, this is not how you make a pizza, so don't even try. Sprinkle it.
I wonder if these hors d'oeuvres are
Spread
going to make it
it.
to the end of the show.
You know, I'm kind of wondering that too.
Studio
But you don't
audience-
like you're not,
the
you're not big
audience
on
looks a little
cocktail
hungry.
sauce. You're not big on cocktail sauce. So.
Oh yeah, I like cocktail.
You like
And tail.
cocktail? Oh,
Both
okay,
of them.
okay, gotcha. So just spread this out just like you would. Boom. Now we're gonna take our crab meat that we've already minced up to the best of our abilities. You're just gonna sprinkle it through.
Oh, that's wonderful. Look at you.
But see, you're gonna spread this around. I mean, come on, look.
Here we go.
I mean, this is.
We got more. Use
We
it.
do. We got more. Don't cut my finger.
I didn't cut mine yet, so.
Right, that's why I'm worried. So we're just gonna let this sit, and then the beauty thing about this is you make it, it's there. The cream cheese is only gonna get better the softer that it gets. So as it gets to room temperature, you're gonna be there. We're gonna set out. You'll see how it's presented later, and very symmetric. It's very cheap. It's very easy, and this is gonna be delicious when it's time to eat
The
it.
presentation is there.
Exactly,
That's half the meal.
exactly. So we're gonna set this off to the side because Mike's got some chicken and onions and mushrooms, which we have not named yet, is coming out of the oven here shortly.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, my chicken is done, so now I'm going to pull it out. We're going to cheese it, and we're going to set it right back in there to melt the cheese. I know you're doing something there.
Can we make this any cheesier?
Right, like this. Just kind of put this on there. The cheese will tend to run off the side, so you kind of mount it up on the top. Get it everywhere, but it will run off, so I mount it up on the top. And whatever runs off is going to pick up the extra mushrooms and onions on the bottom.
Yeah, and I actually kind of like the crispy cheese that you get around the edges.
Yes. It won't get too crispy because there is still a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of that.
Surprised we didn't do it on a bed of lemons. Has that been done before?
That's my fish.
Oh.
That's my fish. We'll get to that episode later.
Jeff, how are you doing this evening?
Fantastic.
Fantastic, sir. We can't see him. We'd move a camera, but it'd take 45 minutes to set it back up.
Why don't you bring that hors d'oeuvre plate right there?
Oh, what? No,
Hold on, let me burn
presentation,
it.
Jeff. Hold on, Jeff's gonna come
Just
in.
going to go back in. I'm just going
I
to
can
melt it for a
fix
second.
Put that shit
For a second. Jeff, get over here and have. Right there. Move him over here. There you go.
It'll be a taste test on film.
Don't forget to get a little bit of the bottom, the cream cheese in there. Right? You hear the trash?
That's perfect with the
trash truck
recycling
straining
truck
with our
outside.
trash can. It's got so much food leftovers in it. Fucking trash guys, they're out here saving the world, emptying our trash and shit, and they can't do that at a more convenient hour
Right.
right now. I mean, how is it?
So how was it?
Good stuff.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Should we all get one?
Yeah.
Just
It's
go
hors
off
d'oeuvres.
the edge, and then I can fix it for
It's hors
dinner.
d'oeuvres. We're almost
Yes.
done. You know what?
Almost tastes as good as shrimp cocktail at home.
Right?
Not even kidding.
It's got everything but the shrimp.
It's not bad. All right, so it's been a minute. I'm going to go ahead and take this chicken out.
Set it off to the side.
That will continue to melt while we wait to place it with a little better butter rice next to it. I mean, we're
You
just
done
using
your rice yet?
my rice is going. We're just doing a little bit of rice to go with it. Serve it with just regular white rice because the basis of the show is to go cheap. Box rice, boiling bags, whatever. Instant rice. You just serve it with some rice, white rice, and some butter next to it. Cheap, awesome meal.
Perfect. Well, while you're gonna get this off to the side while it's resting, and we can take care of your rice, I think I'm gonna do my prep for my Skyline City Cincinnati spaghetti.
Queen City chili something.
Something, yeah, that thing. So we'll be right back. And I'll show you how to get that ready to go. All right, so Pico's been doing his little dish with his chicken and his onions and his mushrooms. That's great. I took a very simple route. As you noticed earlier, I described basically we were doing our Skyline City,
Skyline,
Cincinnati
Queen City,
spaghetti,
chili.
whatever. So off camera or in the background, I've already taken care of my noodles. So we're going to have two ingredients in my recipe. One of them is going to be our already drained noodles, which are half pinny and half penne.
Penne.
And half Farfengruben.
Farfengruben.
Wait, here. Look, if you know what this says, leave the pronunciation, please, down in the comments. Take your noodles, throw them in your pot.
We don't need this one again.
That's a chef treat. We'll get all these bad boys down in here. That might be too many noodles. Is that possible to have too many noodles?
If you don't have enough sauce.
The reason I went half and half is just for basically presentation purposes. Noodles are noodles. For the most part, they're just different shapes. So we got a little bit of the penne, and the bow ties, which I think we'll just go with mini bow ties. This is if you need to translate this from Italian to English, that means little
mini
bow ties.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's in the pot. Now we're gonna.
Earlier you didn't see he was looking for a can opener for this, but
Yes, that was quite a chore. I kind of did a little bug out right at the last minute before the scene started because I couldn't find the can opener. Only realized
pull top.
I didn't need one. The sleeveless shirt guy should have told me that.
The worst stage for this.
You even shaved your legs. What's coagulated? Who knows? Preservatives. Jeff, what do you think else is in this chili?
Well, they love it in Ohio.
What's the dad say?
My mom even loves it.
That's really not saying much.
No, they love a lot of things in Ohio.
Probably cut that one out. Funny.
Probably lose fans on
Gotta
that one.
mix it up.
No, it's OnlyFans. No? Oh.
We got our
Sorry, that's Studio B over there. They're
resident Yankee.
yeah, they're filming lights on, so we're kind of disturbing them right now. But now you're just gonna mix this up, right?
Let's call it chili goulash.
A really awesome friend of mine, Lorraine. Lorraine made goulash yesterday, actually, I believe. She's actually dabbled in YouTube videos and has done. She was doing an audition for a cooking show. I forget what network and what show it was, whatever. But I go to her house most like holidays, like Thanksgiving and whatnot. It's Brooke and Maddie's aunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's getting mixed in well. And you're boiling behind us, but she made goulash the other day, and it looks so fucking good. And I really probably should have used a second can of chili or a lot less noodles. But I think we're gonna be okay. Because you know, as I'm making this, I'm almost kind of thinking I'm gonna do a casserole with it. So I'm almost thinking, Jeff, hear me out on this one. I'm thinking I'm gonna take this, put it in the casserole dish. Is the oven still on?
It is not on, but it's still warm.
Well, let's turn the oven back on because I think I'm going to switch gears right here mid meal. And I think I'm going to do a little cheese on it. Let's do it on broil. Yeah, let's do it on broil. We're going to put a little cheese on top and make kind of a casserole out of it. What do you think?
I was wondering if we were going to add cheese myself.
That does sound good.
Okay, so so now we got, I mean,
And this happens in cooking. Sometimes, you got to work on the fly.
All right, so we're going to take this. Mike, if you would, please. Hand me that. Thank you, sir. I'm going to take this and put it. Hold on. Let's do a little. Let's do a little. Let's brush a little olive oil on the bottom. So I'm lazy and I really don't like scrubbing stuff.
I like where we're going.
Yes. So we're gonna do a little olive oil on the bottom. We're really not showing this camera any love, but that's okay.
We're going to use extra virgin. That's better for baking.
It's a lot tighter too.
The smoke point is different.
So we're gonna smear this down on the bottom of the
Why did I
pan
just get
while he gets the joke? Yes.
How did
I was actually amazed you didn't get that one right off the rip.
I'm losing it quick.
So if you would hold that please for me, sir. I mean, it
I'll
keeps
hold it.
going. So we're gonna just pour this into the casserole dish. Jeff, does that look good? I don't know how centered we are. I think we need to come back right about there. So let's just go ahead and put this in the dish. Right now, we are literally running on what you're seeing, less than $8 worth of purchased food at store. It was a can of chili. It was 2 boxes of noodles, which we only use half of each one, so we'll only count the price of 1 box of noodles.
Perfect.
This is going to get spread just like this.
We're cooking on a budget. This is awesome. And the cheese.
The cheese,
While
sir.
we're speaking of the budget,
Can we get some cheese bait action? Is that a thing?
the
I don't
cheese was buy one get one free, which you can find all the
Yes,
time
it
at
was.
any store. Publix is the best though.
know. It is.
Would you like to?
Well, I mean,
Shall I help?
you need something to do.
I mean,
Dump it.
There you go. I like it. Hold on. I actually have more cheese in the fridge because I'm a cheesy motherfucker. I like a lot of cheese. This cheese really needs to get used. This from Taco Tuesday, I think.
this is really
Couple weeks
going.
ago?
This is really going with the low bud show.
I love it.
I'm not even kidding.
Absolutely love it.
We cooked all this food, and all of it for like $35 at the most. Hors d'oeuvres, 2 main courses, everything.
And you know, we was talking about before. It's been a long time since I've made. Actually, I don't think I've ever made this. It's been a long time since somebody's made this and I've consumed it. And we were talking about how it'll feed 4 people.
That's gonna feed 8 people.
I'm pretty sure. Well, like 4 of you, and
I get it.
maybe Jeff. I think.
He's over there like,
The ironic
like
part
keep going,
is
keep picking
Jeff
on
would
it.
eat half this fucking thing.
I don't know where you put
You don't
it.
even know it. You know what I'm thinking now? Hold on, I'm going straight off the cuff.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot of Ritz crackers.
We've been hip firing the whole time.
So
Let's have something
now
else.
we got the oven on
Crumble.
broil. I'm thinking a crumble crust on
Crumble.
top.
I like it.
What do you think, Jeff?
I love that.
Hip fire.
All right.
Hip fire.
You gotta be quick on the
I
draw.
like it. I like it. I like what's
So
going
now
on.
we're gonna crumble crust on top, right? Brittany, you can't see her, but Brittany's over there just.
You get your melted butter?
She's beside herself.
doing what Brittany does.
You get your melted butter?
No,
What's the problem?
but crackers, because Jimmy crackers, and we don't
Nobody
care.
cares. You want me to help?
Yes, please, if you would. We're just gonna, we're probably gonna need another sleeve before it's over with. But look at this.
Oh, good.
Just sprinkle it a little over on top. Now, if this was feed the most people on $20, I think I was gonna win this one.
Yeah,
I'm
you
pretty
might.
sure.
You spent a full 20. I only spent like
I
14.
spent, Jeff, how much was it? $19 and
7 cents. Now mine came to like 14 something, but I didn't have an hors d'oeuvre.
right. And you can only feed 4 people. Brandy, you know how pissed Brandy's gonna be when she can't eat some of that chicken? Well, you're the last one to get here.
3, 4.
What about Brittany?
Oh, Brittany's over there.
Oh,
She lives
sure.
here, so she's gotta eat too.
Oh,
Right? So we're going. Should we do a little bit more cheese on top?
we can layer it.
I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen.
One more little, like a light coating to keep the crumbs.
Yes, to hold the crumbs in place.
Not
You know what I'm thinking?
That's a bit.
Uh-oh.
I didn't mention this earlier.
Off the cuff again.
A good friend of ours, Josh, he loves his black truffle seasoned salt. What we're gonna do is, sea salt. What we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna sprinkle just a little bit of this on top, just for a little pop
And
factor.
it gives the crust some flavor.
But I did use a little bit of this in the noodles while I was boiling them. Sprinkle a little on top, just for presentation purposes. We're probably not even gonna taste it.
Let me get my sprinkle.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Work it. Yes. All right. Well, now this is gonna have to go back in the oven. I don't even know how long. We literally just made this little last bit up on the cup.
It's on. It's ready to go. It's probably warm already.
Perfect.
I think just to melt the cheese, what, 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So we're gonna do that. We'll be right back.
All right, so now we've got everything plated up. We're all going to give it a little taste test here. We're going to let Jeffrey go first.
Looks awesome.
I'll go ahead and take this piece with all the cheese.
I want the one with a little crustacean on it there, right?
And don't forget to get a little rice with that. This is that rice butter. Oh, God. It's actually pretty good.
That is pretty simple, rice butter. I mean,
Fantastic. All right, Rob. I'm going to try yours now.
now we're gonna have probably the worst thing I've ever cooked. It might not be.
It still looks pretty darn good.
I think so.
I do need it slid over to me a little bit.
All right, let's do that right there.
I mean, this was just an on-the-fly thing. Let's see how it works.
I'm gonna be honest. All I can taste is Ritz cracker, which is not a bad thing. It's savory, but
And cheese.
and the cheese. Yes, it's
I got a hint of chili.
a little chili.
You took too much off at the top.
I maybe did. I'm not even Jewish.
Wow.
So, yeah. I mean, look.
That kind of tastes like hamburger helper.
It's got some flavor to it.
It does. So maybe we'll say for future reference, maybe
Right.
2 cans of chili. I could eat that though. I mean,
Yeah, no, I
would
could totally
feed
eat that.
A whole party.
You can eat all week on that. I mean, for all of you guys that are out there and ladies
Good.
that are doing the what do they call that? The food prep. What was this? $12,
Yeah.
$17,
On a
I think,
budget,
$17, and you got lunch all fucking week.
On a budget, that's great.
And it's really not that bad. It really is. I do think a second can of chili. All right. Well,
Well, hold on. He's jumping the gun. Before we get to that, celebratory.
look, every bite that I get of that, I'm actually liking.
It's actually getting better.
Yeah, it actually does get better with every freaking bite.
I only took 1 bite, but it's kind of.
If you haven't noticed,
resonates.
I keep eating off of that and off instead of that.
That's because you can't cut that one. Shut up.
Shh. I'm trying to make it feel better. Alright, so as we always do, in an ode to our favorite local watering hole, Daly's, and their signature shot, the Irish Porn Star.
Irish porn star.
We appreciate you tuning in. Even you, Jeff. Cheers. Down the hatch. We'll see you next episode.
That's my wedding shot glass too.
It is.
I'm supposed to get one of those, ain't I?
Oh, you didn't get one?
Kim, can you take care of that, please? Jeff needs a shot glass.
Yeah, I didn't know they were just sitting on the table for everyone to take.
I mean, they were literally right there.
Did you see the company we were in? You didn't expect nobody to take any of those shot glasses? Those were purchased on the idea that there won't be any left.
I don't even remember seeing shot glasses.
He couldn't see him through his FBI glasses.
Right?
Okay, so we're rambling.
All right.
Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys.
Indeed. Again, 3 idiots just having fun.
Just
Cheers.
gonna put up the numbers on what these meals costed, and for real, everything we cooked today under $35.
You're wearing sleeves. It's cost, not costing.
And I'm wearing sleeves. It's a special occasion.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Love you. Jeff?
Say something.
See ya.
Yep.
Yep. Bye.